Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with a familiar friend that's ready to reclaim its fame as one of the best decks in the game. That's right, this Giant Skeleton Royal Hogs deck is still utterly unfair. After Giant Skeleton got a nerf and a lot of people started to run Graveyard with Phoenix, everyone kind of forgot about how good the deck was. And in some situations when everyone's running Graveyard in the meta and you've got Mother Witch and Goblin Gang and ways of activating King Tower with the Fisherman, this deck destroys the entire meta. In fact, it's the only deck without champions and without Phoenix that is played in the top 30 in the world by multiple professional players. Most people are running Poison since it can't get reflected by the Monk and it can finish off the Phoenix Egg. And when you match into Poison, you'll show them the real definition of toxicity. With your Royal Hogs, Mother Witch, and Zappies having free reign to inflict a serious amount of pain because your opponent can't immediately eliminate them, you're going to get a ton of value. There's no way any of the cards in this deck will ever be receiving a nerf individually, yet when together, they're absolutely overpowered. Let's go jump straight to some games with one of the best decks in the game without any champions and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. Thanks to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to support the channel. Jump into the game against LadyKiller69. What an awesome name, dude. I just gotta applaud the innovation from this sir. He's gonna go in for a monk in the back. Well, you're gonna kill a lot more than ladies with that monk. That thing is vicious. I hate playing against it whenever I've got a big spell that can get reflected back. Fireball or rocket, that thing scares me. Okay, so he's gonna have Executioner too. I think this is gonna be a good start for us because we should be able to kill the Executioner. If the Giant Skeleton could actually target that, and wow, the Monk's got infinite HP. The best tank in the game only costs 4 elixir, guys. I don't know how that worked out, but you know, Clash Royale just decided to change up the game quite a bit. I might be able to go in for Royal Hogs here if my Royal Ghost stays alive and gets some damage, but oh man, I'm still gonna do it. All right, this isn't that bad for us because I can activate King Tower. Yo, he thought I was going to go Goblin Gang. I wonder if the Fisherman's going to kill the Hog Rider, though. Is the Hog Rider going to activate King Tower? No, it doesn't. That's so unfortunate. I knew that was a possibility, but I had to try it anyway. We just had to get the Hog Rider off of our tower, and, you know, the best way of doing that is potentially getting the King Tower activation. So he's going to go for another Hog Rider. Please don't pre-log me. I think you have to go Goblins before you pre-log anyway. I don't think you had log and cycle, so I was safe for just, like, one card. If he was cycled one more card, then I was screwed. But he didn't have enough elixir since he dropped his Hog Rider when he was literally at 0 elixir. Okay, that Goblin Gang is putting in work, and we've done a disastrous amount of damage to the left-hand side. I wonder what this guy has. Oh, he's got Tornado. Well, I'm going to take advantage of that since the towers are both targeting on top of the Royal Ghost. Maybe we have a little bit of time to get those piggies closer to the tower. Okay, that's not going to be that much damage because the Executioner plus Ice Spirit puts in work. Especially the Ice Spirit stun. I feel like it's one of the most overpowered cards in the game. For 1 elixir, you can hold everything in place for a ridiculous amount of time. You guys already know I'm definitely going to target the Executioner, and I'm going to ignore that Monk. You can't click the ability on me, sir. If I had tried to activate King Tower with the Fisherman, I'm pretty sure the Executioner would have just like been body blocked by the Monk because the Executioner is a ranged unit, the Monk is melee, so it would have probably walked in front and I would have been screwed. I don't know. I didn't want to risk it. I really just didn't feel like losing the game there. So I'm going to arrows here. I'm expecting him to pre-log. If he doesn't, then it's fine. Wow, he logged anyway, despite not getting as much value as he would typically want, because now the Goblins are going to get tanked for. Yo, wait, those Goblins! The one Gary the Goblin is locking out of the tower and forcing out so much extra elixir. This is hilarious. That really shouldn't have worked out. But I think it can if we can go in for like a Fisherman here. Proactively distract the Goblins. Pull the Hog Rider to the King Tower. Come on, second time's the charm. Let's go, baby. It literally took my entire elixir bank to make that work, but we're not going to talk about that. I'm going to go in for a Royal Ghost here, and I got to go and split our Royal Hogs if I have any hope of winning. He's going to go in for a log, so we can go in for Goblin Gang on the right-hand side without any delay or dismay. And I might be able to go in for arrows here. If the Giant Skeleton just logs onto the tower, I win. All I need is a little bit of Giant Skeleton love, and that was a lot more love than we needed. That was complete overkill against Lady Killer. All right, so we got a game against the Silent Voice. I feel like he's going to be screaming after he sees how hard that this deck is memeing him. As soon as we go in for the Mother Witch and he's not ready, he's going to just take so much damage. I'm going to split the majority of my stuff so then only one piggy is tanking for the Goblin so we can get some more value from them. And oh my gosh, none of them went towards the King Tower. What the heck happened there? I guess our opponent was flummoxed by the fact that we had so much crap coming at him that he couldn't even piece together a reaction. Like, he didn't know what to do. I wasn't even able to piece together my words because I was confused at what happened there. It's like... Pretty pretty sure that placement activates King Tower, and he was too, but there's nothing he could do. All right, so I can Giant Skeleton in the back on the right-hand side or the left-hand side. I kind of want to protect my left-hand tower since he has more damage there. Yeah, I feel like he would cycle stuff in the side that he wants to get damaged, so might as well drop our big tank and block up that lane where he wants to inflict some pain. Okay, so that's a pretty annoying card. I hate the Golden Knight just because it's able to dash onto all of my bait cards in the deck, especially my Goblin Gang. Goblin Gang and Golden Knight, they don't play nice together. Hopefully he uses Tornado on offense, then he doesn't have him on defense. Okay, no, he just clicks the Golden Boy and it somehow finds its way through. That's ridiculous. I didn't think that would work out for you. Okay, I need to go Goblin Gang so that doesn't respawn on your side of the map. Please don't let it work. Please don't let it work. Please don't let it work. Okay. Broken card, no big deal. It always happens when you ask for it not to happen, so I need to just like say, bro, please respawn a Phoenix. That's all I want for Christmas, man. Christmas is coming up. Give me an early present. Okay, fortunately that dies. We can go in for a Giant Skeleton to protect our Mother Witch. The Royal Ghost is always annoying. Even when it's at literally 1 HP, it can cause misery for the opponent. Just because it's not going to die to the tower. Like, the tower can't target it if it's invisible. No one wants to pay attention to the Ghost. I guess he gets ghosted every single time. All right, we can go for Royal Hogs on the right-hand side simply because I think the Giant Skeleton is going to lock on the tower anyway. I don't know if he can pull that back. And if we go in for more units on the left-hand side, I feel like that's just unnecessary, right? Maybe he would be able to defend the Giant Skeleton and the Royal Hogs at the exact same time. Oh my gosh. That is pure pain, my dude. If you play against this deck and you lose a tower, you just don't want to play anymore. And this guy dipped out of it real fast. Literally, as soon as double elixir hit, we took double the towers. This deck is just way too efficient, and that was too easy. True to his name, the guy slipped out of the game without any sound. All right, so jumping into this one, we're just going to go in for good luck and see what our opponent's up to. I hate going for Goblin Gangs at the start because almost every time my opponent's going to spell it, and because I don't have any other like log bait cards in my deck, it's not necessarily worth dropping at the start. Typically, you can bait out your opponent's log or maybe their spells with the Mother Witch, but if they've got Fireball and log, it's going to be harder for me to do that at the start. I'm just going to arrow the tower and see what he's up to. If he goes in for a Goblin Barrel, we are able to conveniently clap that with our Goblin Gang, so it's not that bad. Oh, wait. Guys, this might be the dumbest thing I've ever done. But if I overcommit hardcore on the left-hand side and he is forced to defend this, it might give us an opportunity to activate King Tower with this bowler. I am praying that he is going to end up having a graveyard deck because we can just win the game with this Fisherman. Please don't tornado me. Please don't tornado me. Please don't tornado it. Oh, he tried to. Did he miss? No, he didn't. He had the tornado. He still had enough elixir for that. That's tragic. That was well played on his end. He knew what I was trying to do. And when people know your plans, they can mess them up. It was worth trying, though. We did end up losing 900 damage on our tower, so it's not the end of the world. He is going to bowler here, most likely. We'll have to wait and see. He's going to freeze and then bowler, right? You're not going to be back to, like, a Valkyrie or anything else like that, so we're chilling. Yo, wait. If we can disrupt the bowler and just permanently stun it with the piggies on the tower, this could be not really a damage lead. I was hoping we'd get a damage lead from that. I guess I was not very cautiously optimistic, full blazingly optimistic there and hoping for a much better interaction. Okay, so since he's going to have Tornado, I kind of need to protect our Royal Ghost so he doesn't destroy me. I'm going to go in for a Giant Skeleton here as well, and then maybe we can even go in for a Goblin Gang afterward, depending on what happens. Wait, this is bad. I think the Inferno Dragon is going to make me sad. It's going to be able to kill the Royal Ghost quite quickly, and if I go in for Mother Witch, it's not going to give us that much value. He knows what deck he's playing against. Oh, no, never mind. He doesn't. He just graveyarded into a Mother Witch. What is this wild child doing? This is awesome for us. I can go in for split Royal Hogs, and then we've got the little piggies coming in clutch, and then we can go in for like a Royal Ghost on the right-hand side. After he goes in for the King Tower activation with the Tornado, he has to deal with the Ghost. There's just so much stuff coming at him, despite him having a really good graveyard deck and being a good enough player to disrupt our King Tower activation at the start. I don't know if he's able to play that smart now, because we can just keep spamming. I might be able to go in for zappies. I might want to go in for like a Goblin Gang, depending on what I'm feeling. Yeah, I'm going to go Goblin Gang here. I'm just going to keep dropping stuff. Wait. I don't think he has an answer to the Fisherman now. It finally happened. We spammed so hard, and we were able to get him at a point that he didn't end up having enough elixir to cycle back to his Tornado. That was beautiful. And with the King Tower activated, this might be the end of our friend. He's blazingly going aggressive right into a King Tower activated and a Mother Witch, so I don't know if that was smart for our homie, but that was pretty funny for us. Also, one thing that I love doing is when we know that our opponent's going to go for a bowler, you can go and yoink it with the Fisherman right into your Giant Skeleton and Zappy and Mother Witch, and then it's not going to be able to target everything that he would want. So yeah, that bowler is going to be out of sight, and it has no way of cleaning up our stuff. I can go for Royal Hogs now since the bowler is out of cycle, and he can't Valkyrie into that because the Valkyrie would just get blown back. Wait, we pulled the Valkyrie too with the Fisherman? Are you kidding me, Fisherman? You want to come up clutch. You want to pull off this victory. You want to pull off this win for us. And I'm loving it, man. I need to get another piggy, so I'm just going to keep spamming stuff at the river, even though I'm not necessarily hoping that the goblins are able to break through. If we can just get one more piggy touch on the tower, that will be all it takes. GG, well played, and peace out. A really good player, saving the tornado so we weren't able to initially get that king tower activation. And he played super safe too, with Bowler and Freeze and Valkyrie, and it still wasn't enough. I just gotta say it, nothing can stop the Mama Witch spam. All right, we got a game against a bold fellow trying to run Tombstone into a Mother Witch meta. So it's going to be a fun time. I hope that he doesn't protect the skeleton so he can give me a lot of juicy little piggies. We want bacon up in here, man. If he's going to give us the fly machine and then also a Tombstone, I think it's got to be a Lava Hound deck. There's not too many decks in the game that have this type of composition. So yeah, it's definitely going to be Lava Hound after we see those skeleton dragons. He might go in for a small spell or a minor. Yeah, I'm going to go in for a Goblin Gang, and he'll probably arrows on this. If I had to guess, I don't think that's going to stay alive. Wait, it did! The Mother Witch didn't die. Are you kidding me right now? This is ridiculous. I just won. He can't stop this. We're all the way up with this piggy value, bro. This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Right now, every single unit that he kills is just going to get replaced by another pig. So no matter what, my offense is just relentless. This is absolutely unfair. It's still going on, and it feels so wrong. The Mother Witch is turning every single one of his cards against him. It's like he paid elixir to lose the game. I don't understand how that's a thing that works in Clash Royale, but that's the way we live in out here. I'm going to go in for a giant skeleton on the other side so then we can apply aggression in the other lane, since I think I've already done enough damage to the other side. I'm going to go for zappies. Wait, he's going to be so freaking tilted. He has to go arrow zap, but he doesn't have enough elixir. He's got enough elixir for arrows. He didn't have enough elixir for zap, and then I think the zappies are going to give him the clap. And look at that, guys. We don't do overkill. We start working in the other side, and we're already doing more damage to the right-hand side. Can I just take out that tower too? I feel like this is just brutal. The snow chocolate is getting eaten alive. I mean, he sounds delicious. He seems ripe for the season of Christmas. And guys, we're basically Santa Claus eating all those chocolate cookies. I can maybe go in for Royal Hogs and split them and then get him to go in for a Tombstone and then go Goblin Gang and then try to finish that off. I don't know if he's able to do anything. If he goes Barbs, he's only able to defend one side. And defend is a loose term. He still only has 200 HP on that tower. We have all the power here. I can go Royal Ghost. When he goes in for arrows plus zap on top of these annoying zappies, we're just going to cycle back to another one. And we're going to cycle them early because we know what he's going to do. He has to go arrow zap on it. And if he doesn't, then I'd be absolutely shocked and surprised. The other thing that I want to do is I want to go in for a giant skeleton here. So after he's able to kill this, we can get even more value. Since the giant skeleton is going to explode, it's going to destroy everything else that he has here. Wait, I can arrows on defense and clean this all up? Or is the giant skeleton just going to kill everything by itself? Yo, Thanos giant skeleton too strong. My goodness. Yeah, so with 18 seconds remaining, this guy was struggling the entire time, but he never gave up. You know, I respect that. You guys got to let me know down below in the comment section. Do you guys think this is like pitiful, or do you think it's like very respectable that this guy tried his absolute hardest the entire game? For me, when someone tries this hard, you got to respect it. Even though he had no shot at winning, he tried every step of the way. He's even going to give us a kiss afterwards. Hey, dude, I appreciate you. We're going to give you some love, too. His towers were delicious and nutritious. All right, we got a game against Mr. Ryan. He is not cycling anything at the start. He's literally waited 30 seconds without cycling anything, so I feel really uncomfortable right now. If I cycle Royal Ghost, he could activate King Tower. If I cycle my Zappies, I have no other anti-air answer. If I go for a Fisherman, he could go and just destroy me with a Giant Skeleton or an Electro Giant at the river that I would pull directly into my tower. So the only available play is cycling my Royal Ghost and praying that he doesn't activate King Tower. Fortunately, he doesn't have a Tornado in his deck from the looks of things. He goes in for a Bandit, and then he goes in for a Royal Ghost, so those are cards that don't make me super scared of him tornadoing me. So I think that we're going to be able to kill the Phoenix. We've got 2 Zappies alive. Oh, come on! Phoenix, you didn't retarget on the big tank in front of you. The Giant Skeleton is just something you don't care about, apparently. You guys gotta go for a P.E.K.K.A, so a little bit scary because P.E.K.K.A is able to melt Giant Skeletons very quickly. But at the same time, as long as he doesn't zap, we're chilling. Okay. Fortunately, he didn't do that. I was really scared for a second. I'm going to go in for a Royal Ghost on the Barbarians because they'll do a lot of damage. I'm surprised he held the zap. He held the zap way longer than I thought he would. I guess he wanted to apply more aggression, and if he had zapped there to resurrect the Phoenix, he wouldn't have had enough elixir to immediately go in for all the spam at the river there. Okay, so he is currently up 1,500 damage, and I will lose a ton of trophies from this loss if I lose, so the pressure is on. Can we bounce back with this deck? I've never really been in this type of uncomfortable position with this deck yet, so we'll see if we can dig our way out of it. I'm going to Royal Hogs in the right-hand side because I don't want to allow him to get counter-pushed in the side that he wants. Like, let's say we went for Royal Hogs in left-hand lane. Then he defends with Royal Ghost, and then he immediately applies more pressure on the tower that he has already all the damage on, then I have to defend more effectively. But on the right-hand side, I can kind of eat some damage and be like, hey, I'm going to cycle Mother Witch, I'm going to get a free piggy, and we're going to prioritize making the best push we can instead of focusing on minimizing all the damage to defend. All right, so I can go in for a Giant Skeleton off to the side. Ooh, that was a really good fireball. This guy's mechanics are clean. He hit the zappy while it was moving closer to the Mother Witch. That was very impressive. Oh, he tried to like predict a Goblin Gang, and that did not work out for him. Let's go. That was really, really good for us. Wow, I can't believe this guy is this good. Predicting the Goblin Gang is very impressive knowing my card cycle. I was about to do it. I was actually hovering it for a second. I was like, in my mind, I really wanted to make that play. Okay, so fortunately for us, we still have one Zappy alive. I'm going to eat that bandit. It doesn't necessarily matter to me. I think I can go in for a Giant Skeleton here, expect him into P.E.K.K.A, and then go in for a Fisherman to go and pull that, hopefully. Okay, first we're going to kill the Magic Archer, and then we're going to pull the P.E.K.K.A so that it can't kill my Giant Skeleton. And then when the P.E.K.K.A gets pulled off, the Giant Skeleton has free reign to inflict pain. Yo, Giant Skeleton's getting tanked forward for so long, so that means infinite more HP for the Royale Hogs, because you're not able to work on the Royale Hogs until you kill the Giant Skeleton. So that's exactly what we wanted to see. If I can defend this, I might be able to win. So I'm going to go in for a Goblin Gang in the middle. I'm going to save all my elixir for the defense on the left-hand side. So he's going to fireball pretty much immediately. We're going to go for zappies afterwards, since it's going to be harder for him to go in for a Magic Archer at the river, since we have so much stuff in the right-hand side. I think we barely walk away with a win. So even playing against really good P.E.K.K.A players, when you're down, you'll bounce back, because this deck has unlimited units to counter push attack. Like, subscribe for more daily content, and have an incredible rest of your day.